Super steel downgrades. Again, at least I don't stall with the product name anymore. Yeah, I'm saying downgrades because this item, the Ninja Star Blade, it was supposed to be a morpher and it got degraded to just normal weapon status because the Ninja Battle Morpher from a couple of videos ago, that was the morpher. So that swapped places from being just a weapon to being a morpher. This has swapped places from being a morpher to being a weapon. Which I understand in marketing because kids want to buy the sword along with the morpher, so by giving them a two-in-one package, it won't make as much money. Okay, I get that from like a business standpoint, but still, they did take away a lot of the features this sword would have had they directly lifted it from the Ninja Ichiban, which I also turn on quickly, which I also do have. The Japanese version and a comparison will be coming soon. It's on my schedule. Don't know why I said soon. It's going to be in a couple of months or so because I've still got all the American govs to get out of the way, including the American Megazords. I've got another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to do. So that's another 8 Mondays. So that's probably going to be in a couple of months' time. I mean, that's not really saying much. I've got more roleplay stuff to get done, but luckily we are cutting through that sword. We are getting through that very quickly. The sword here originally came with the Blue Ninja Power Star, and I showed the what sounds it makes off via the rails in a previous video. Blue Ninja Power Star, and yeah, I do have the Gold Ninja Battle Morpher, and I will be showing off all the noises that this makes in that. It won't be next video because I've got the next 3 videos lined up because I believe I'm going to try and get these sword weapons done as soon as possible because they're going to be quite quick to review. Because if my schedule goes correctly, which it probably won't be, it'll be this and then the Roxxam guitar and then the Super Star Blade, and then we can maybe get on to the other ones. Also, I had a right faff finding my Power Rangers TCG deck when I eventually get around to reviewing the Gosei Morpher. Turns out it's right in front of my nose, and I didn't bother to look in that place. So great. That's been a running problem in my family, apparently, not being able to see things that are right in front of me. Comedy value. Right. So again, I'll do a proper size comparison to the Japanese Ninja Ryoken for this later on this channel, but yeah, I've held on the Japanese Ninja Ryoken before, and I know how diddy these American ones are compared to the Japanese ones. The blades of foam, which I mean, it's supposed to be like used as like ammo for guns and stuff, like the Ninja Blaster, which again I will be taking a look at in a separate review later on. It might even be after these flipping after the Sword trilogy's done with. I don't know. But yeah, these are meant to be like treated as like darts-ish. Probably because they were trying to compete with Nerf. Ironically, not Hasbro took over the license. Great. These are meant to be like copying Nerf, except they did kind of integrate the Japanese material by making them stars. They didn't just make them like regular darts like Hasbro would do. Boo! They made them properly like how they were supposed to. But yeah, these are meant to have lights and sounds, electronics and everything, but they don't, and therefore they are diddy. Again, it's the actual devices that make sound and not these. Just all the sound, not just half, like the Japanese versions. These rails cause the sound to come out. Anyway, move on to the actual sword weapon, he says, doing something he's not supposed to. The sword weapon, or the Ninja Star Blade. The name is... the name is okay. I'm not going to say it's great. I'm going to say it's meh, because they just had to insert the word ninja into everything they created. And yeah, I mean, the Japanese version was called the Ninja Ichiban, which does kind of follow the same rule I just demonstrated. But the point was, I think that was the only item of the ninja's main arsenal that had the word ninja in it, because they had the Gamma Gamma gun and the Gamma Gamma Ju rather, and the Karakuri Hengen, and they didn't have the word ninja in them. So I'm giving the Ichiban a pass for everything from Ninja Steel, they did have to include the word ninja, because you had the Ninja Battle Morpher, the Ninja Starblade, the Ninja Blaster. So that's ever using the same word way too much. But yeah, I suppose it's America, appeal to the kiddie winks, blah 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 blah, all that jazz. Right. What does this item look like? Well, you can tell, really. You've got a sticker of flames. You've got a button here, which we'll get to in a minute. Place that codes the ninja power stars, and you might have been able to figure out how it works already based on the fact there's a tiny little button on the top. Yeah, we'll get to this bit in a minute. LED lights, yes, this retains LED lights, and a much longer sword compared to the Japanese version. On the back, not much joy for paint, but still molded detail does a very good job. They are very good at doing the molded detail. This bit, which we'll get to when it comes to just overall functionality, battery commandment is in the handle. Yeah, and I'll switch to. So that is everything this sword has to offer. Luckily, I have got a Ninja Ichibanto right next to me. I won't be showing it on camera because I'll be wasting too much time. Also, might spoil the overall comparison. Just got a quick look here for paint detailing that they've missed out. Right, so on the back of the blade, there's meant to be like some black paint going up to this part here that they've missed out. There's meant to be some paint on this side, the molded detail too. And I think that's about everything. So I think they've got the paint down to a T. Oh, actually no, this little black bit here is meant to be grey, but I'm not going to count that bit, so it's tiny. So they've got the paint down to a T. So very nicely done. Granted, they were able to achieve most of the colouring from the plastic colours, but honestly, that's how the Japanese version managed to achieve it as well. Sorry, just mentioned the desk there. Right, so let's get on to the sounds by turning it on. Turning it on does this. Makes that noise, the standard Ninja Steel activation noise, plus comes up with all 4 LEDs. And yeah, I'm pretty sure that the Japanese version had 4 LEDs in it too, which is good and nice to see. Although, yeah, they were more spread out than just being clumped up in just one big line here. They were more, like, up to, I want to say about here. They weren't all the way up there. It was extended to about here. It wasn't clumped up down here. It was more spaced out, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Right, let's just get the non-sound things out the way first. This Ninja launcher, this regular launcher on the back, it's exactly what you think it is. It shoots out stars. This does no sounds, no electronics, no nothing. Just set a star in there. And peeling. Yeah, launcher. The power it goes at depends on how far you pull it back. So the furthest you can pull it back is that. I'd say that shit's pretty far. But yeah, they integrated this feature in for more playability. Mainly because the Ichibanto didn't have that, and they were kind of stuck if they didn't include it. But the Superstar Blade didn't actually omit the Star Launcher feature, which makes me question why they didn't add it to that sword too. A conspiracy theory. It's just a theory. It's not technically a conspiracy. It's just a theory. Hang on. It's not just a theory, it's a Power Rangers theory. See, that's a funny reference. I feel like I go down on the references every video. I do less and less. Mainly because I can't find ways to like insert them, because that's meant to be one of the gimmicks of this channel, to have like references that you'll never understand. I don't know. Right, so what else does this do? Well, as you saw earlier, you press the trigger and the blade comes out. And when you do that, every time you push the trigger, it will make 1 of 4 noises. And for every noise it makes, 1 of the lights will turn on. So first sound will turn 1 light on, second one will turn 2 lights on, and so on and so forth. A lot of these sounds are lifted from the Japanese version. I remember the 4th one when I was looking about with the Ichibanto. But yeah, I do like this feature. I'll admit it's cool. it feels like something that the Japanese version should have had, but they didn't have it, probably for some good reason or something. I don't know. Blade is spring-loaded until you plug it in all the way. As you can see, yeah, I know some people will really not like the fact there's a massive hole here, but it's basically required for it to work as a toy, because it has to fit down the middle section inside the sword. But yeah, I do like that they made a longer blade, which is okay. Now, before we plug a star on, I'm just going to explain what these things are meant to be. If you've seen a single episode of Power Rangers Ninja Steel, you'll know that to summon, I think it's to do a technique or summon a Zord, I think. Not the morphing one, because they cut that one out. So one of these two. They pushed a button on this sword, and it's meant to make more sounds. But that was because the Ichibanto was a morpher. The Starblade isn't. So they omitted all that functionality, leaving me with just this. 3 buttons, they don't do anything. As you can see, it's just that is very annoying. They could have made it 1 button at the very least. I don't know. Yeah, Bandai. I know Bandai's done some things right, but by not making this have electronics, disappointing. But then that's what normally happens with things that aren't morphers, because everything that's not a morpher just gets shafted to a budgeted, cheap version. So, am I a fan of that? Not a chance. Anyway, by setting a star onto the hilt, it'll trigger the final attack phase. And what it really does is it just pushes this really small button here. So the attaching noise and the losing noise are as follows. Of course, when you do set a star on, it will light up all the lights here, which we'll do now. Which I'm pretty sure, yeah, they took the standby noise from the Ichibanto and they basically just merged it with another noise. In fact, I think it was the activation noise for this sword, actually. Hang on. Yes, it is. It's also the activation noise for the other ninja items in Japan, so they just merged 2 phrases sounds together. Do I mind this? I don't mind it at all, especially with how they crossed it a bit over with, especially how they make the lights flash in unison. I do like that, considering that they didn't really market that as a big gimmick like Hasbro would. Again, just to really take jabs here, on the show, they do show the stars and the sword spinning how they're supposed to. With this, it doesn't even... Okay, yes, it spins a bit better than the Ninja Battle Morpher, I'll give it that. But this is honestly quite bad. Yeah, it spins, but you need to literally do this to it if you want it to spin it. The Japanese version just spins fluidly, this one just doesn't. Again, while the star is set in place, the sword will now have 2 additional sounds. The first one is this. And the second one does the final attack noise, which, if you've seen my Super Mega Saber review, you might recognise. Yep. It may appear that noise was ripped directly from the Super Mega Saber, but I believe that the Ichibanto also recycled that noise from the Gokai Saber. Yes, Toei likes to recycle sounds a lot. That's actually pretty commonplace, actually, because realistically, they can't record new sounds for everything they make. They'd be busy like all flipping year. They're meant to have breaks sometime, although, yeah, Bandai does have multiple toy products going on. I think they've also got Kamen Rider. I think they've got Yokai Watch Digimon. I think there's a thing called Pretty Cure they have to deal with as well. So they've got a lot of stuff on their hands. So reusing sounds will be a thing because of that. It's just business. It's just how it works. So that was the Starblade. I'm going to call it mediocre. I'm not going to call it too good, but not too bad either. Not too bad because, yeah, they included the extendable sword, which, yeah, that's improvement. And they also included the light patterns, which is also an improvement. But the bad thing is, there's, yeah, the launcher on the back just feels a bit, it feels a bit, like they added on an unnecessary gimmick that didn't really need to be there. You know, as proven by the fact they took it away from the Superstar Blade. And also the fact that the 3 coloured buttons don't do anything. So, yeah, I'm going to call this mediocre. As for design-wise, yeah, overall design-wise for the sword, yeah, it depends on which version you look at. The American one's buttons are just very awkwardly shoved out of place, and also the lights go not as far as they should have done, but the Japanese version is on point, trust me. I've also just remembered to check if the, nope, because normally they change up metallic stickers for normal stickers, and unlike the Ninja Battle Morpher, this was not a metallic sticker originally. This was a normal stick on the Japanese version, so it's not metallic. There will be metallic stickers on the Roxton guitar though, which is indeed coming in the next video. So if you want to see that, make sure to appear on this channel again, or tune into the channel and not appear. This isn't cool. Or like a football. Don't appear on the channel. Tune back into the channel on Monday, because that's when this will appear, next Monday. Great. Ta-ra!